Good morning, degenerates. It is July 13th. Wait a second. Is it Friday? I think it's Friday. Hold on. Might be Friday. Oh, shit. It's Friday the 13th. Ah! I don't care. I don't really believe in superstition, so I don't give a shit. Other people are like, oh my god, it's Friday the 13th. Bad luck is going to fall upon me. What am I going to do? Ah! And it's like, oh god. But I just finished showering. As you can see, my hair is wet. I'm like still drenched and shit. I just came back from the gym, did my fucking workout, did about like 45 minutes of cardio, finished watching Matrix 2 Reloaded. Yeah, I'm addicted to watching Matrix. I got shaved, man. I'm like looking beardy and fucking like wolfy, aren't I? It's fucking ridiculous. And yeah, I finished my workout, did pretty good. Went about like, jogged for about like 15 minutes of it. I'm starting to like, you know, jog more. Like, you know, when I first started the diet, you know, I was like, I was like having like mini heart attacks and shit. Like I was like huffing and puffing, and so you got that chest pain. You know, maybe it could have been from like the years back in the, maybe like the years of smoking back when I was like 13 and 14, like catching up to me and shit, catching up to me now in today's day. And but I was able to jog 15 minutes, like no huffing and puffing. After I was done, I just kind of walked it off, and then I went like about a 3.5 speed power, like a little mini power walk. For me, that's a power walk. For a skinnier guy, like 4.5 is a power walk. But for me, I just did a little walk, little stride, and then I finished watching the movie. Why did I finish watching the movie? I got to the point in the movie where Neo beats the shit out of all the Smiths in the parking lot after talking to the Oracle or whatever. Anyway, so DayZ. Is that a Z? Like DayZ! So, I've been playing the shit out of DayZ and the Secret World and WoW, of course, for the fans. And I don't play WoW. I don't want people to get the impression that I'm forced to play WoW because it's what, you know, generates the most viewers. I can play anything, and I think I could probably keep the same dedicated people that are there at all times. It's just the way it's always been in my channel. It's the way it's been with other channels the same way. And, you know, with those dedicated viewers, they'll watch you play anything as long as you just, you know, talk to them and do what you do, you know, just be yourself, obviously. And, but I've been playing DayZ. I've been playing DayZ with more viewers than WoW. I mean, I played DayZ with like 2,200 people, 2,000 people. I've been playing WoW too lately with the same amount of people. 2,000, 1,500 plus watching me, you know, just do mount runs for game time, hard modes, LFRs, maybe PvP. Today we're going to be heading to Europe. But DayZ, man, the game is fucking intense, bro. Like, at first, I was obviously skeptical of DayZ, right? Like, everyone was like, Towelliee, you should try DayZ. Towelliee, you gotta try DayZ. You gotta try DayZ, dog. That shit is ridiculous. You gotta fucking try that shit. And I'm like, okay, I'll try it. So I tried it for Sub Sunday. And it was bad. There was like all types of lag. The performance issues were insane. I have a GTX 690, and when I was streaming in 1080p at 720p, I think for the first time I did it, I could barely get over like 5 FPS walking around. The graphics were all kind of fucked up. So, you know, lately they came out with a patch. I think it's 1.7.2, and the patch actually improved performance. So I'm walking around streaming 1080p at 50, 60 FPS now, and it's just this game that it immerses you. It just takes you in. It takes you in it. And like, even though you're walking about 90% of the time, you know, once you encounter zombies, other players, it's like a state of paranoia. The sounds of the game are eerie, and they get you involved in the game. And then you start walking around and shit, and you're like, what the fuck's going on? And then, you know, you're hiding in a building, you're looking for guns. It's a survival game. That's the point of it. It is like the actual zombie apocalypse in a video game. And every single little aspect of survival is in the game. If you get an axe, you could chop trees to get wood. You use the wood to build fire. You kill boars to get the meat, to cook the meat so you can eat it and survive. There's canteens, there's water, there's soda, there's drinks, there's guns. Sometimes you go like a day. Sometimes you could play like a whole day without even getting a fucking gun. And you just have to survive. You have to, you know, it comes nighttime, you sit yourself in a fucking hole, hoping that no one finds you and kills you, so the next morning you can go out and hunt for some weapons. And then when you get your weapons, then you can go out, you know, you can protect yourself. You see, you don't gain weapons in DayZ to play an FPS. You don't gain weapons in DayZ to, like, go out there and start shooting people. You could do that after you're well armed, but the guns are for defense against the zombies in this apocalypse. And there's different towns, different areas, places like me and Shorty guy who helps out in Lyric's live stream and in my live stream. We went like up the hills by Cherno or something, or Electro. We went up the hills, and there was like 6 tents up there. Like people actually go back to the tents to sleep, to chill, to do their thing. It's like, it's ridiculous, man. The game is totally insane, and and people are watching it. People love watching DayZ because they want to see what happens to you. They want to see whether you die, whether you live. Do you shoot zombies? Is your face going to get eaten off? Oh my God, Towelliee, you're bleeding. Bandage. Oh, you're shaking. You're in shock. Take a painkiller. It's like all these different fucking elements of the zombie apocalypse that you have to survive in this game. And it's totally captivated me. So what I'm going to do is in the description below, I'm going to post the Steam summer sale for Arma 2. DayZ is you have to understand, DayZ is a mod, just like Nightmare House 2 is a mod of Half-Life 2. So DayZ is a mod of Arma 2 Operation Arrowhead, or whatever the hell the main game is. But the link below will take you to the game that you have to buy, and then you have to download the mod DayZ. Sorry, I'm like sweating like crazy. When I was sweating, it's just the water from taking a shower. Sometimes, you don't really dry your hair off that well. The AC's not on, so I'm not going to get sick. Don't worry, it's okay. I know you guys worry about me. But the game's crazy, man. Like, and then, I watch Lyric. I watch Lyric, my boy. My protege. Oh, anyway, I watch Lyric, and Lyric is getting kidnapped. You get kidnapped in the game. People come up to you, they're like, put your gun down. Slowly. I can't put my gun down. Like, there's no option for that in the game. I just have to drop it in your inventory. Press G, press drop. Thank you. And then they take you hostage. And then you're there being hostage by 2 guys with AKs, and you're running around. And if you try to pick up a weapon, they'll fucking shoot you. There's clans that take people hostage. They have like camps full of people, and it's like people fuck with you. Like, I saw one live stream yesterday. He only had like 10 viewers, but they took the guy hostage, right? They took the guy hostage, and then they led him into a zombie-filled house and just threw him in there to die. It's like fucking people think of the craziest shit. Like, you could actually build cars, helicopters, trucks. You could do all that shit. You could do all of that shit. It's a great game, man. Like, I'm really loving it. But at the same time, like I was saying about World of Warcraft, WoW is still my main game. I still enjoy WoW. As long as there's something to tank in World of Warcraft, I'm always good to go. Last night I played the Secret World. It's really hard right now in the Secret World trying to find healers for Nightmare modes. Not many people are able to heal. I only know of like 4 healers in the top of my head that can heal Nightmare modes that are not online when me and Klebs are online. So we ended up just farming the fuck out of Slaughterhouse for SP and AP. It's like a fucking 10-minute elite mode dungeon, and you can finish it if you do it really quick, like in 10 minutes. So you're like averaging about like 100 AP per hour, maybe more, and BOEs and gold or whatever it is. So it's pretty cool. But I'm already set for Nightmare modes. I have my gear ready to go. I got my evade rating, my defense rating pretty high, both kind of even. So, get a chance at those glancing hits. So Secret World is still going. DayZ, I'm going to be giving away I'm going to probably give away 2 copies today of Arma 2 on my live stream. We're going to start off in Europe and WoW, do some ICC with the European fans, maybe run a Firelands or maybe like some old school BOT, BWD 25-man type shit, And, after that, then we're going to play some DayZ, then we're going to play some Secret World. So I really appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me on the live stream lately. It's really good to see that, this live stream has, like, so far stood, it's withstood the, what's it called, the trials of time. What's that quote I'm looking for? You stand the trials of, fool me once, never fool me again. The test of time. Is it test of time? Is it test of time quote? Look at me. I'm looking up quotes as I'm doing it. Yeah, there we go. That's what it is. It's datingsymbol.com. 20 of the best quotes that stand the test of time. Really? Let's see. The internet is a telephone system that's gotten uppity. Anyway, yeah, so the live stream has basically, like, stood the test of time. I think. I think when you're streaming for 2 years, and so far, 1 year obviously with a big audience, 1 year with like a minimal audience who just knows you from your servers and shit, I think that, you've come to the realization that, shit, people like you, I guess, that you're enjoyable to watch and that people continue to come there every day, and, Obviously, shit like the subscriber button, shit like my contests, stuff like that, new MMOs that I always try out, you know, the whole way that we think as a live stream, thinking outside the box, you know, the way that we treat the trolls when they come in, they're so cute, you know. And I think that is what makes this live stream more genuine than anything else out there. You know, we're not doing fake personas, we're not, only live streaming for like 1 or 2 hours a day and then coming back a week later and doing it again. It's like, you know, when you come to my live stream, it's almost like a guarantee that I'm going to be there almost every day, except for Mondays. That's my day off now. Almost every day. And I'm going to be streaming for a good amount of time with enough entertainment that people will be happy and they're going to enjoy their time there and they'll appreciate the live stream. And I like that, you know, I like that feeling that we can do that in Towellee's HD Gaming. And hopefully we can do this for longer, you know, hopefully it just keeps going, you know, hopefully Twitch keeps prospering, if Twitch keeps prospering, we prosper as a live stream, we prosper as a community, and that's all I can really say. And, you know, shout out to everyone at the Hammer Squad too, you know, I know people like Lyric, Bree and Thor, Osatox, Jay, Affinity, all those guys have been doing really fucking great with their live stream, and hopefully they continue to do the same, and I can't wait till Mr. Pandaria comes out. Yeah, I'm being a little bit mushy right now. Anyway, another good news. Well, bad news, as I mentioned on my Twitter, I ran out of grapes. I love grapes in my juice. Ran out of grapes. But I was finally able to fit into my my BlizzCon or Jinx tank t-shirt. This was a 2X shirt. And you know how some 2X shirts are. If it's not purchased at Casual Mail, it doesn't really fit. You know, like I usually wear casual male clothes because it's XX and tall and it gives you a good stomach chest room. And I got really depressed when I came back from BlizzCon this year because, I mean, you've seen my BlizzCon pictures. I'm fucking ginormous, you know. I'm huge. I'm like 320, 330 pounds in those BlizzCon videos, you know. It's embarrassing, you know, not when I look back at it. And then I came home in my old apartment with this t-shirt. I put it on and I could barely put it over my shoulders and my body. And now, this morning, I said to myself, you know what? I'm not going to let this discourage me. If the shirt doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. I just got to work out more. I put it on this morning. It just slid on like a glove. And I was like, it's happening. It's really happening. It may not be a bodybuilding transformation, but it's like a lifestyle transformation. It's like the way you feel about yourself is just fucking amazing. You know, you just want to fucking smack life in the face and say, fuck you. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to do what I like to do, what makes me feel good. And even though eating a big chunky double bacon cheeseburger with extra fries, cheese, spicy Cajun powder on top of it with a side of baked potato, sour cream, and bacon bits. Sounds pretty good. I don't want to have it because I know what the consequences are now of that, you know? You know, that's why, you know, like I look at other YouTubers, you know, I look at Boogie and I say, man, I wish he would just, you know, I wish he can just fight this thing that he has, because we've all had it, right? A lot of people out there, addiction is an addiction. Doesn't matter if it's food, doesn't matter if it's drugs, gaming, anything. An addiction is an addiction. Food is an addiction. It's what it is. It's like you're an alcoholic. You have to go through some sort of mental rehab. You have to change your lifestyle to make it go away. And if you can't do it by yourself, you got to seek the help of others to do it. I mean, luckily for me, this is just a normal diet thing. I've always just liked food. I mean, back in college and high school, I was buffed up. I was ripped. I was skinny. I was 210. I was 205. And I was fucking bulk as hell, you know? And then I let myself go somewhere along the lines. And, like, when I started working out of college, you know, I left college, started working at an office, and I let myself go. And it's disgusting. And, you know, I think back every day now to those days back in college and high school when I looked fit and lean and how I felt better about myself, how I walked around with more confidence. I liked walking around in a tank top and cutoffs, just chilling. Not because I'm trying to show off, but because, you know, I feel better about myself in that aspect. You know, the whole thing where they say, oh, you're always beautiful inside. That's cool, right? Yeah, man, we're beautiful inside. That's so cool. But beautiful inside doesn't mean you're healthy. Just because, you know, an emotion is felt about the way you feel inside of your body, in your brain, you know, beautiful is an emotion. It's neuro. It's in your brain. It's not physical. It's not your actual organs inside your body. It's not your liver dying from, you know, abusive alcoholism. It's not your lungs dying from fucking smoking. Beautiful inside's mental. It's in your brain. You know, I've learned that I need to, like, separate what happens in my brain than to my body. So right now, the whole juicing thing, even if I wasn't juicing, I think I'd still be doing something different. And going to the gym and working out every morning and, being more active and taking more breaks during my live stream, getting up, walking around, doing a few jumping jacks outside by the balcony, that type of stuff is changing me physically and mentally in that aspect of healthiness. Obviously, I'm still the same fucking degenerate, cunt, ragging, dick douche you see on the live stream, but, I just felt like I needed to get that out there, I'm not telling people to look up to me. I'm not saying look up to Towelliee, do what he does. If he's juicing, you juice. If he's a paladin, you're a paladin. Don't do it. Don't do it because I do it. It's okay. Look, you can have a role model, but you don't have to do what they do. Juicing doesn't work for everybody. Maybe everyone doesn't like paladin tanks. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna look down upon people if they don't do what I do. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're a troll and you're on my live stream and you don't, yeah, we ban you, whatever. But I just figured I'd just throw that out. But yeah, DayZ, I'm gonna be playing today. Today we're giving away 2 copies of Arma 2. 2 copies of Arma 2. So people can play more DayZ. We're gonna be playing WoW on the European servers. WoW on the European servers, okay. And we might give away game time if we down some bosses and shit like that. So stay tuned to the live stream. And hopefully you guys have a great weekend. Today's Friday, the 13th. Don't be scared. Nothing's going to fucking happen. It's going to be like, oh man, is this happening? Oh, it's going to... Bath salts. Okay, bye.